I think this is such a powerful question. And I think at the foundation of this question is a very deep desire to really make sense of a world that often seems insane. And I think there's a couple of things to get clear on. Number one, God, or whatever you call that supreme consciousness, is all things. By definition, God is. So in order for something to encompass all things must be allowed. The nature of creation is to create. Creation does not create from an exclusion or a denial of something. Creation creates from the totality of it all because all of it exists within creation. So the reason that God allows these bad things to happen is the same reason that God allows these wonderful, amazing things to happen. It's because it's all a part of creation and God does not exclude. Second thing to get clear on is the fact that we live in a free will reality. So this idea of a vengeful deity who is punishing us or rewarding us based upon our choices and our actions is actually a distortion of what's happening. The truth is that we create our experience. Each of us creates our experience individually, and then that goes on to create the collective experience. So whether we are choosing something consciously or unconsciously, we're still choosing it. And even if we are rejecting something, we are still engaging with it at that level. In order for me to be aware of something happening in the world or in my life, I have to be able to connect with it. And in order to connect with it, I have to be in its energetic frequency in order simply to acknowledge it. So we really begin to understand that we are endowed with the same creative abilities as God. So we are allowed to create as we will. And the most important thing about free will is to be completely accountable for what we create. And that's the gift that we are given. So if we want to change our reflection, we don't do it by screaming at the mirror. If we want to change what we see out there, because this is just a reflection of what's going on in here, if we want to change this, then we got to change this. You change your reflection by changing yourself.